Hi, my name is Michael Mesko. Today we'll be talking about social media in government. Social media is impacting government use and policy each day. If provided with the proper policy and guidelines, it can be used effectively to promote and establish good working relationships with the government and its citizens. Use of social media is done through many means: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many more applications. This gives people 24/7 access to the government. It gives them quick responses through the chat features in those applications where they can chat with people in the government online all the time. This also gives them a unique interaction with elected officials and with community leaders because all those people are on social media as well. One thing that it also does, and I like to use the example of New York State DMV, is it gives them forms. It provides forms and documents that people can go online anytime they want and get those forms, fill them out at their leisure in their home, and then they can go to DMV and give them and turn them in and get their registration for their vehicle. This is important both for the consumer and the government because it kills that time that you're waiting in line and you don't have the correct forms and documents. By going on the social media sites, you can follow their instructions on how to get information and the forms to properly fill out the documents. When we're talking about governments and getting a social media page going, you want to make sure you have a strategic plan in place and you don't just implement it and throw it out there. You want to have a strategic plan and you want to have the right person to run that page. You want to have a tech-savvy person who's not opinionated. You don't want their opinions to reflect on the government and what their opinions on things are when they could be different. Getting into policy and procedure, you want to make sure that your agency or government has a good policy, procedure, and plan. You want to know who can use it, and you want to know who can post on the organization's web or Facebook page or Instagram or whatever social media you choose to use. You also want to know who can post back. You don't want the average person posting on your social media site when you're not watching it actively and have there be false information on there, because the next person is going to look at that and see the false information and see as that may be true. So you want to limit the people that can post back. Have direct messages with those people, but don't let them post so the third person can see that information. Which gets me into the legal and policy procedures with social media. There are a lot of acts and policies that, as a government, you must follow, and this pertains to social media as well, such as the Information Quality Control Act, the Paper Reduction Act, and the American with Disabilities Act. Social media technologies raise a large number of informational management issues, primarily in the areas of privacy, security, and accuracy. By adopting a social media strategic plan with a government agency, it needs to appear tactfully and endorse those features such as privacy and security so that people know when they're interacting with the government that they're in a secure function. Moving right along, transparency. I think today there's a backlash towards government. I think there's a backlash towards power and specifically towards the police. What citizens want from their government is they want information and they want to know what's going on. So providing information to citizens regarding the rules and their citizen rights will help the government provide that transparency. The government should also provide information regarding decisions and actions. For example, board minutes, committee minutes. When those board and committee minutes are available, get them online, get them on social media so that the citizen can understand what's going on in their government. Also, you want to provide action and decisions on expenditures, budgets, the financial regard of the government. We know that the financial crisis in America today, and we want to make sure that the citizens understand that and are aware of what's going on. Lastly, you want to disseminate information about government performance. You want to, specifically, I like to use the example of police. You want to make sure that the information is being given to the citizens about the performance. Let the citizen understand what the police are doing to combat crime. Let them understand what the police are doing to effectively community police and make strides in the community so that we can have a relationship together. In doing this and being transparent, this is going to reduce corruption within your agency and within the individuals in your agencies. In conclusion, social media is good for governments. I think it has its place, but it needs to be strategically placed and implemented into the government structure as I've denoted in my earlier presentation. I thank you for watching. Have a good day.